Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Looks like Bitcoin is coming down even further, guys. As of the time of this recording, we're seeing a Bitcoin price at around 38,700. Now I've got Bitcoin here on the daily, and as you guys can see, we are seeing the King Crypto plummet, bringing altcoins down along with it. And so how is the crypto market looking today? Well, we've got the crypto market cap now down around $1.52 trillion. And 24-hour volume, that's up significantly because we have been seeing quite a sell-off. That's up 62.14%. And Bitcoin dominance sneaking up past 50% yet again. Guys, look at the sentiment now. We're still in neutral territory, but it is down to 49. Remember when we were in the 70s a short couple of weeks ago? Bitcoin is down 5.13%. We've got Ethereum down 7.27. BNB coin is down 5.59. Solana down to 9.65%. XRP down almost 5% at 4.98. And the list just continues, guys. A sea of red today because the King Crypto is bleeding gains. So what is going to happen next? Is the bottom in? Are we at least close to the bottom? Is it a good time to buy altcoins? We're going to gauge what the sentiment is in the space right now. Well, first of all, we have to look at what Jim Cramer is saying. Obviously, Crypto Insight UK posting this. Is the bottom in? Jim Cramer here posting, now that Bitcoin's down about 20% from its high, I expect a strong stand to be made, but it won't hold because not enough money is coming in. New theme, number go down. Essentially what Jim Cramer is saying is now it's time to be bearish on Bitcoin. And even though we have seen quite a big drop for Bitcoin, it is now down about 21%, just over 20% here. This could, in fact, be very, very close to the bottom. Anders here also putting together this collage of Jim Cramer tweets. Cramer, the last couple of days on Bitcoin, okay? So I'm going to read you guys some of these. The legendary Larry Williams warning me that we are very far from the bottom in crypto. That was from January the 18th. We've also got Jim Cramer saying, nasty beginning to the Bitcoin sell-off. Somebody's probably going to try to make a stand here. But as we said last night, you can't have an asset double in value by hundreds of billions of dollars in anticipation of an ETF, and then almost no one shows up. We're going to get back to what he's talking about particularly in a second. Down here, we have, you knew they would make a stand on Bitcoin here. Let them try to hold it up for a couple of days. Then we have unlikely that Bitcoin finds its footing. So all very, very bearish tweets here. Bitcoin equals a tough own. That was from 11 hours ago. As of the time that I guess Anders made this collage, he did post this earlier this morning, 4:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, January the 23rd. That is today. If you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm publishing it, Jim Cramer down here. Now that Bitcoin's down about 20% from its high, I expect a strong stand to be made, but it won't hold because not enough money is coming in. New theme, number go down. So that was the latest tweet here that we got from Jim Cramer 3 hours ago since the time of this recording. Now, what we generally tend to find is that whatever Jim Cramer says, we should be doing the opposite, right? Inverse Cramer indicator. So let's look at some more factors here. Let's take a look at this crypto news first. The Gemini riddle that has gotten the XRP community kind of curious. Well, now, guys, they have revealed a new XRP trading product. This one courtesy of DJ Peter Vass. Gemini reveals a new XRP trading product after teasing the community. They finally unveiled the reason behind their latest social campaign around XRP. The exchange disclosed in a post on X this morning that it plans to launch perpetual contracts for XRP. Gemini to launch XRP perpetual contracts. So notably, the introduction of the XRP perpetual contracts offers traders the ability to go beyond spot trading by allowing them to use leverage. Being perpetual contracts, traders can continue to hold their positions without any expiration date as long as they can cover their margins. So Gemini did finally come out with the answer to this riddle. Ripple answer XRP perpetual contracts coming soon to Gemini. And so here they also give you guys the drive to sign up for a Gemini account if that is something you are interested in. I will link this in the description of the video for you. Here it says Gemini traders can amplify their positions, potentially magnifying their gains as well as their losses by trading the contracts on the Gemini derivatives platform. However, Gemini has confirmed that the platform is not available in the US, UK, and the European Union. Well, where is it offered, I guess, is the next question here. The development comes less than 6 months after Gemini introduced spot trading for XRP in the wake of an official listing. So again, just to reiterate for those of you guys who might be confused, perpetual futures contracts, this is a derivative contract. What are perpetual futures? Here's just the definition for those of you guys who might not know. Perpetual futures, also known as perpetual swaps or perpetuals, are a type of derivatives contract that allows traders to speculate on the future price of an asset without an expiration date Unlike traditional futures contracts, which have a set expiration date, perpetual futures can be held indefinitely. They've noted here too that they're becoming increasingly popular, especially in the world of crypto and crypto trading, to speculate on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. They can also be applied to other assets like commodities and indices. They are popular because they allow a greater degree of leverage and maybe even more liquid than the spot cryptocurrency market. So Gemini, banking on and capitalizing on this idea that cryptocurrency is going to become more popular. XRP, obviously one of those cryptocurrencies that is going to have more utility in the future. So now they are offering a perpetual contract product for XRP. So that is interesting. Coming out right now as the market is coming down, I have a feeling they probably wanted to announce this sooner, probably when the price was propped up a little bit, when Bitcoin was trading near its inter-year high. Right now, unfortunately, XRP is flirting with that 50-cent level, trading at around 50.5 cents, just over 50.5 cents. So, as I was saying, the entire market's moving down. We've got this Gemini news probably coming in maybe a tad late. Anyway, wanted to thank DJ Peter Vest just for bringing that to our attention. Now, let's get back to the crypto market. Reflecting on the last two bull cycles, BTC typically does retrace about 50% after hitting the 78.6 fib. So guys, recently we did see Bitcoin, it did reach the 78.6 Fibonacci level, suggesting a potential correction. If this pattern holds true, we could see BTC drop to 32,700, aligning with the 50% Fibonacci retracement. In the past, and I've demonstrated this on this channel before, I'm not the only one saying this, guys. This is coming from Ali charts as well. 40% after it did hit the, I was measuring the 0.618, but he's saying the 0.786. So he's created a different fib level on his chart. Down 40% back in 2016. We saw the market decrease by 53% back in 2019. And so now, guys, as I had mentioned before, we're only down 20%. How far could we go down? Raoul Powell also retweeting this from Niste. BTC is down 20% since the golden rejection so far, and history tells us that the drop is not over yet. So check this out, okay? 2016, we did get the 0.618 rejection up here, and in 2016, it went down 29%. In 2019, at the 0.618, we did get a 30% rejection, and so he's estimating that we will see another 30%, which would bring a Bitcoin price to roughly, well, if we're already at 20%, we could see it go down even further here. Let's call it somewhere in and around here. So right kind of where we started here, that would bring the price of Bitcoin down to roughly 34.2, give or take, 34.3, 34.2. And I've been calling this for a while, guys. Got my money still on the sideline, waiting for that optimal time to get into some more altcoins because the altcoins are really getting decimated. For more information on that, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is only $5 a month, and I've kept it purposely affordable so you can follow me throughout this bull cycle. Okay, maximizing profits is the name of the game if you're like me and you feel like you did not cash out of enough profits back in 2021. Well, we're in the same boat. We're changing it up this time, making diversified moves. So patreon.com, if that is something you guys are interested in. So I don't know, you guys think it's going to go down 30%? I mean, historically, we have seen that. The other thing, guys, that I want to bring your attention to are the Bitcoin spot ETF listings. Now, here's a list of some of the listings that were just approved recently. And what I wanted to do was show you guys something kind of interesting here. So let's just take a look at some of these. Let's just see GBTC. Well, that one's been around for a while, but let's look at some of the ones that are fairly new. BTCO, okay, here's one, the Galaxy Bitcoin ETF, and I'm going to throw that on the hourly. And, just take a look at the charts so far. So these are brand new ETFs. And as you guys can see, launched here, right, when Bitcoin was at a high. This is a strategy that these big guys tend to use. That is down 19.9% since it was trading at its all-time high only on January the 11th. Another one is IBIT. Let's bring up IBIT here. Same kind of thing. So all of these ETF products were pretty much released by and large at the same time. And guys, they are all down, obviously, because Bitcoin price has cratered since the ETF approval. January the 11th, so the same day. And this is the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF. Let's take a look at this one. That is also down significantly, down 22.94%. But guys, the chart, again, this is the chart on the hourly too. So not a lot of data on these charts. They were approved, and all of these Bitcoin ETFs are now just bleeding. All the money that had been put into them originally. Now, something I wanted to show you guys that is very, very similar, and I've demonstrated this trend on this channel in the past. I'm going to put Coinbase here on the daily, and just to show you guys what happened to Coinbase stock when they launched their IPO. Same kind of thing, okay? IPO happened right at the height of the bull market, April 2021, and this is what happened to Coinbase. It just kind of cratered for the first year and a half, because at that point, we were at the top, and then we were seeing the bear market, right, into 2022, the bottom here in December of 2022, and it wasn't until here that Coinbase stock price started going up. So, you know, what do you think is going to happen with these Bitcoin ETFs? The hype coming in, promoting them, getting retail to pile in, buying Bitcoin, buying the ETF, then the price craters, guys. It's all par for the course. This is why you got to be on the right side of the trade. You probably want to be trading with the big players and not with retail traders. So again, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Fred Krueger here posting this. We're officially over 100,000 Bitcoin, 4 billion for the 9 new ETFs. Well, some of that is the Grayscale recycled funds. That number is probably smaller than we initially thought. A lot of the selling was SBF. So that's an interesting point too that I wanted to bring to you guys later. And to put this into perspective, the Bloomberg Duo pegged total assets for all of 2024 at 10 billion. Galaxy stepped out with a wild and crazy $13 billion number. And here we are in 7 trading sessions, 4 billion in funds. I think these estimates are going to end up looking really low. So not the kinds of numbers that we thought were going to be piling into Bitcoin at this point in time. I guess maybe people are getting too savvy and realizing that, all the hype, the overinflation, this is just not a good time to get into Bitcoin or their spot ETF products. And so, there's going to be a market reversal. Maybe we'll buy some discounted Bitcoin when it goes down 20, 30%, give or take. So I wanted to thank Fred Krueger for pointing that out. Michael Branch also bringing this to our attention. So there was the Grayscale investment too, guys. Many are asking why crypto is down today. Well, there was a huge GBTC sell-off. The global cryptocurrency market cap has lost $40 billion over the past 24 hours amid a sustained market-wide turbulence that has seen several assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum drop by shocking margins. This downtrend, which started on January the 12th, following the initial hype supporting the Bitcoin spot ETF approval, has endured amid several sell-offs from institutional and retail investors alike. It has led to a slew of sell-offs that has compounded into panic across the market. So guys, this is par for the course. If this is your first crypto bull run, well, strap in. Nobody said it wasn't going to be a bumpy ride. And so, because this is a speculative market at this point, Bitcoin does hold a lot of influence and does dictate where the rest of the market goes. So the market sentiment has dipped significantly. Per data from Sentiment's total social volume metric suggests that while social activity has increased over the past week, the crypto community has focused primarily on buy and sell mentions. However, despite the downtrend, market participants are leaning towards buy the dip tendencies as buy mentions increased to 2,431, taking 3.61% of the total social volume. In addition, mentions of sell have risen to 1,230, accounting for about 1.83% of social volume. So we are still seeing people bullish on cryptocurrency. Buy mentions have gone up more than sell mentions. And then down here, guys, we have the GBTC sell-off. So the market bloodbath has been exacerbated by market sell-offs from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, shortly after the ETF approval. So Grayscale decided to ditch lots of their GBTC product in favor of a new product. Interestingly, after the SEC's ETF approval, Alameda, FTX's sister firm, recently withdrew its case against Grayscale. Mark Yusko even recently commented on this one courtesy of XRP Drops. Listen to this.
I don't think they appreciate, is, Grayscale, yes, it was $25 billion of AUM, but they didn't raise $25 billion. Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but my gut is it's around 10-ish billion. And that money came in the last bull run. And what people they've forgotten, that big first move from 10 to 60 before the famous Elon quote, most of that was GBTC.
So of critical importance, most of the 10,000 to 60,000 before the famous Elon quote was GBTC. And now, guys, we've got Grayscale offloading their GBTC. So This is also affecting the price of Bitcoin just overall as the market does continue to plummet. Things to consider, guys, when we're looking at this. Also from WhaleWire, Grayscale just sent a whopping $900 million plus worth of Bitcoin to Coinbase Exchange. So just some more evidence here that they are selling their BTC. Looks like they're getting ready to dump even more. So be careful, folks. Again, another hint as to where the market could be going next, 20 to 30%. And then there is FTX on top of it all. BTC's price has fallen since Bitcoin ETFs were approved. In theory now that FTX is done selling its substantial holdings, the sell pressure should ease since a bankruptcy estate liquidating holdings is a relatively unique event. So what else are they saying here? Investors have sold more than $2 billion worth of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust since it has converted into an exchange-traded fund earlier this month. A large chunk of that exodus was FTX's bankruptcy estate, dumping 22 million shares, according to private data CoinDesk reviewed, and two people familiar with the matter. A slew of spot Bitcoin ETFs began trading on January the 11th after the SEC finally approved the ETFs. But while the new funds issued by the likes of BlackRock and Fidelity have seen inflows, billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin have been pulled out of GBTC. And then there's FTX, guys. They accounted for much of that quantity. The 22 million shares it sold, which took FTX's GBTC ownership down to zero, were worth close to $1 billion. So not only is Grayscale selling GBTC, FTX also liquidated all their GBTC during their, or rather it had to do with their bankruptcy filing. So guys, also getting the price of Bitcoin to plummet even further. You see how the narrative is all kind of coincidentally, conveniently working together to keep the price of Bitcoin down? Things that make you go, Also, the fact that it's all, coinciding with this idea that once we did hit that significant Fibonacci level, the narrative has changed. Everything seems to be working out just kind of perfectly and smoothly if you've been paying attention. So again, guys, you probably want to be on the right side of the trade, not the wrong side of the trade. So when is this trend going to change? Legendary Peter Brandt predicts Bitcoin rendezvous with Parabola as CME gap closes. So check this out. The crypto market has seen $250 million liquidated over the past 24 hours, with 60 million Bitcoin longs liquidated from a total of 70 million. And Bitcoin, as we know, has now fallen under $39,000, trading right now as of the time of this recording somewhere in the $38,000 level. And Peter Brandt, guys, a legendary trader, has shared his bullish outlook on Bitcoin, reacting to Bitcoin's price prediction to popular trader Ched's that sideliners will again take long positions under $40,000. So we are probably going to see a lot of long traders start buying up Bitcoin somewhere in and around here. That is, I guess, Peter Brandt's guess. He agrees the decline is most probably a washout of weak longs. In contrast to bearish sentiment, the weak buying from bulls below $40,000 said, would love to see what would happen if the parabola is retested. So he's tweeted out this chart here with this parabola pattern up here. And he is looking for that to be retested, assuming the trend will probably bounce right off that line, moving it further up. And that is anywhere under 37,000, but over 33,000 if the plummet keeps happening at the rate that we've been seeing it plummet at. So somewhere in and around there. But Peter Brandt, guys, also bullish on Bitcoin at this moment. Again, this is just another cycle. Altcoins will also rebound. The sentiment is not going to stay low for long. So if you guys are interested in when I'm going to be picking up some more cryptos, you can follow me, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I'm looking to buy more. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.